gone well. That's the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Excellent. Yes, it is.
Hello and good afternoon, everyone. We are coming live from Muscat, Oman Cricket Academy for the Oman D20 powered by Fancode. It's a double-headed day, day number 11. We have already witnessed some close encounters, the last ball thrillers, as well as the first super over last night of this tournament. The action will continue here, and the first game will be played between Yalla Shabab Giants. They'll be taking on IAS Invincibles. The windy conditions here, but it's hot and humid at the same time. Without wasting much time, let's head down to the center for the all-important pitch report. Over to you, Pranav.
The clouds have decided to be our advocate, and hence a little bit of a drop in temperature, somewhere just below 40 degrees. And with the blowing winds from my right to left, it's going to be very comfortable for the players today. If you're talking about the dimensions to start off, just around 60 meters on my leg side if I'm batting as a left-hander from the Oman LNG end. And that's where shot making will be a little comfortable. For the right-handers from the Oman tail end, yes, comfortable, but everywhere else around the 68-meter mark. Coming to the wicket, the most important factor. If you look at me batting here on my front foot, you look at all these cracks here. And that's not really going to be playing a big factor in my opinion. You did see a lot of turn in the previous 2 days because of the heat wave. Today, I feel a little more watering has been done to the wicket and the heavy roller has come into play. That means if you get closer to the wicket, very hard, very solid, and the good length area will intact pretty good. And that's where the ball will come pretty much better onto the bat. Hence, if you're a captain, you want to win the toss, you still want to be bowling first because wicket will stay pretty much intact. And runs are on offer here. 150, 160 an average score. Bat first, not really. Bat second, win the game.
He's enjoying his outing in this lovely weather, Pranav Mehta. The weather is around 38 degrees Celsius here. And an all-important game between Yalla Shabab and IAS Invincibles. And let's head down one more time. It's Pranav Mehta with both the captains and match referee for the all-important toss.
Day 11, match number 25. And it is the spirited IAS Invincibles that are going to be taking on the dominating Yalla Shabab. On my left, it is the captain of IAS Invincibles, Mehran Khan. On his left, the captain of Yalla Shabab, Jay Odedra. And on his, the match referee, rather the match official, Mujahid Surve. Flip the coin. Mehran. Khanjar is the call. Number it is. Mehran, congratulations. What would you like to do and why?
We are going to bat first. And I think the wicket is it's not look like yesterday wicket. It's a little bit looked more flat, so we are going to bat first.
How have you recovered from last night's drama, super over, and the team would be really excited after that win going in your favor?
Yeah, really, it's yesterday we enjoy a lot, and we was sit there almost till 1:30 p.m. AM. So Alhamdulillah, team is full confident, and I hope that they will do the best today.
Any changes in the side?
Yeah, there's one change. Rauf injured yesterday, so Yasir Dur Muhammad is in.
One final question. What is the number that you want to post on the board batting first?
I think it should be above 150. So we have a good bowling spell. So if you score 150, it will be a good, too easy to win the match.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Jay, toss not in your favor. If you would have won, what would you have done and why?
Well, unfortunately, we lost the toss, but if we won, then also we will like to bat first.
Bat first, and they're looking to get 150 plus batting first. Happy with the number?
Now our bowling side is also good, so we will try to restrict them under 130.
Changes in the side?
So 3 changes, myself, Shakil and Faisal is in, Rishabh, Hamza and Sanju is not playing today.
Finally, you have been one of the dominating forces in the tournament. How is the momentum in the camp?
It's been amazing, and right now also is going good, so we will try our best.
Good luck then.
Thank you.
Right then, the news from the center is IAS Invincibles against the tide has decided to bat first, winning the toss.
The first thing you feel out there in the middle is the heat, and it's a really testing conditions for the players. So the news is that Mehran Khan winning the toss and opting to bat first. Just one change. If you look at the IAS Invincibles, they have got Yasir Dur, no Abdul Rauf as said by Mehran Khan, but what a game for young Muzahir Raza, who was struggling with the ball as well as the bat, and he got those crucial winning runs in the super over. And Yalla Shabab Giants is Hasnain Ul Wahab. J.O. Dedra is back in the side, so is Shakil Ahmed and Shah Faisal. So 3 changes made by Yalla Shabab, and just the right time to introduce my fellow commentator. Joining me is the senior expert, Jamil Zaidi. Very good afternoon, Jamil sir.
Thank you, Mudassir, and good afternoon to all the viewers. Just IAS Invincible, absolutely brilliant track. Let's go for the team. It is Akmal Shehzad, Mansoor Madhar, Mehran Khan, Muhammad Imran, Muzahir Raza, Pasindo Rinashan Patarange, Shehzad Rahim, Sudeep Chawan, Sufyan Yusuf and Yasir Dur.
What a game, Jamil bhai. You and Amin missed that thriller of a game. They almost defended that 100. On the final ball, just one needed for Muscat Thunder, and Muzahir Raza got that edge of the final man, J. Chelawada. Then super over, Muscat Thunders posted 9, and clearly the night of the story belongs to Muzahir Raza. Yet again he was in action, and he got that brilliant boundary. And as rightly said, whenever you taste such victories, you want to enjoy, you want to celebrate, and they celebrated till 1:30 a.m. Mehran looks confident. If they post anything around 120, 130, they have that bowling force to defend the total.
No doubt about it, and absolutely, really, we missed that magnificent and climax entry match yesterday. And we have seen Mehran Khan looks to be quite confident, and of course, it's deserved to enjoy the match that they have won yesterday. 3 wins, of course, for them would definitely give them some more confidence for today's match. And really, Muscat Thunderers, I really feel that they should come up with that 100 runs, so not a big total, but unfortunately, they couldn't make it.
Sometimes what is important as a team is if you are not able to qualify for that final of the tournament, it is always good to see how you make a comeback, and from the down from number 6 they moved at number 4 position in the points table. A lot of improvement. But one area definitely they'll be looking to improve a lot is the batting department for Mehran Khan and for IAS Invincibles. It's the experienced Mehran Khan against wicket-taking bowler Shakil Ahmed, the first over.
Absolutely, you're right. They should do something for the batting anyhow. Their bowling is extremely, very useful and timely. Brilliant bowling. Muhammad Imran, Muzahir, and all of them doing their best to get the teams to get a win as they did yesterday.
Poor shot, first ball and first wicket, a golden duck, Shakil Ahmed. Yet again, he has that knack of picking those early wickets. He strikes gold for Yalla Shabab Giants. The danger man departs.
Well, possibly this is the 3rd time when we are seeing that Mehran Khan comes and go immediately, just facing one delivery. The first one, tried to heave it over to long off, got in top edge and out at the gully. Look at that one. Without seeing, just hammered it. Couldn't come into the bat and straight away to the gully fielder. So one down for none. Rana Singh comes in to replace Mehran Khan. So a very sorry start for IAS Invincible. The captain back into the dugout after not testing 2 balls, just 1 ball, and got out.
Once again, putting the team under pressure straight away. Mehran Khan. Rana Singh arrives. Always among the wickets is Shakil Ahmed. Gentle push. Straight away off the mark. Rana Singh off the mark. IAS Invincibles. I think it has something to do with your presence in the com box, I believe. Yesterday he was player of the match, Mehran Khan. But feeling that pressure, Jamil was in the com box. The very first ball, trying to go big. Not in good shape.
Muzir, I tell you, it is his usual way. Not now even. So many years he played for the national team also. But that time he was more confident and tried to taste couple of deliveries and then start playing his shot. But contrary to that, in this tournament, he's coming and trying to smash very right from the first ball without seeing where the ball is going.
Absolutely. Quick single. Excellent run between the wickets by Akmal and Rana Singh. On top of that, he is kind of a player who looks good when he plays as a finisher in the team, because he has that shots, especially against that semi-old ball where he can go big. With the new ball, you need to have that skill, Jamil bhai, because the ball moving away and sharply coming. He's a talented and he's an experienced player, but throughout his career he batted number 5, number 6. This is something new that he's trying to do and which did not went his way.
Well, you are absolutely right, but to me, even he used to play for the national team, I always considered him as a very good bowler and a hard hitter. Whenever the team requires him to go and start, he used to do that. But after that, from a couple of years, I don't think so that he's coming to the same batting form as he used to be.
So a tight over, boundaryless over so far. What a champion bowler he is, Shakil Ahmed. Very watchful. Now a good start for IAS Invincibles. They have lost to Mehran Khan. Shakil in the first over, going for just 3 runs. 1 done, 3 for 1.
Umair, one of the best bowlers we have in this tournament, getting breakthrough in the first couple of overs for his team. Brilliant young upcoming fast bowler. Good pace, good bounce, extracted from the wicket. Beautifully bowled this time, a cross batted.
And very effective as well. with the new ball as well as the old ball. And what he does is he releases that extra pressure from Shah Faisal, especially bowling with the new ball alongside Shakil Ahmed, because Shah Faisal is a kind of a bowler, especially in the death overs and the middle overs, he's lethal because we know he can generate that reverse swing, also bowls those lethal Yorkers at will.
Well, nowadays all the fast bowlers used to have all those varieties. Seeing the lot of cricket internationally, locally, and they develop themselves according to that. And that's a good thing to learn and to implement.
In my childhood, there were only two bowlers who used to bowl those Yorkers at will. One was Waqar Yunus and the other one was great Wasim Akram. It was hard to see. It was such a tough skill in those days. Even the greats like Kapil Dev, he used to struggle whenever he used to bowl those Yorkers. The master of reverse swing, Jamil Bhai, you have seen them closely.
Yes. Actually, playing normal Yorkers is not a problem. But yes, swinging Yorkers is roughly, it's totally killing. Toe breakers.
Oh.
So many times you have seen while Waqar Yunus bowled that in swinging Yorkers, the batsman bowled and get down with the bat. So as Wasim Akram as well.
Not only they used to get the wicket, but also to rub salt into their wounds, injuring them, and it was really hard to maintain their balance also while playing those Yorkers. In the air, but away from the point fielder. When we talk about this tournament and the Yorkers, Hassan Ali Shah. Oh, what a bowler he is. With the new ball as well as whenever the captain, the team needs him, he comes and he delivered every time.
Absolutely, yes. A very, very good bowler. And induction into the national team, definitely it will be very, very good for the Oman national team. Such a fine bowler. Knows where, how to bowl and how to extract the extract from the wicket.
Beautifully managed, and look at that. Mujibur Ali, what an effort. The dive saving runs.
Yalla Shabab, it's a very good team. They are trying to get top of the table once again. 2 matches they have left, I believe, Yalla Shabab. Maybe tomorrow and after next week. It will be very tough for the top three. Who is going to top the innings, apart from Royal Stallions?
Quick single to end the over number 2. 6 for the loss of 1. Cautious and a slow start. These two batters not able to find the boundary. That last adjustment in the field is Shakil.
It is automatically the batters come under pressure when the very first wicket fell down on the ball number 1 without any runs on the board. But these two looks to be good, playing well, going for the singles.
Back foot punch, manages to put in the gap towards that cover region. Couple of runs on offer. Also, puts a lot of pressure when someone like Mehran, the captain of the side, playing that reckless shot. Then what is the use of coming up the order when you just cannot survive more than one ball?
That is a question I have asked. But of course, every team has got their own way to do, the things.
But again, the question remains the same. When the team is struggling, this is not a kind of a side where we have seen posted 150 or 160 on a regular basis. They struggle to post a total. And confidently, after winning the toss, he said, we want to bat first. So that responsibility from Mehran was clearly missing when he came out to bat.
Absolutely. I'll tell you his actual position for him is number 5 and number 6, to be honest with you. Since the day this D20 started and D10 started, so they try to get maximum runs in the first couple of 4 or 5 overs. They have been sent to open the innings, which I think it's a wrong decision. But of course, coach as the captain knows better the conditions.
And also he's a kind of a player, rightly said by coming at number 5, number 6. And those crucial 20 or 30 runs, it will always make big difference.
Absolutely.
Good check, good check,
17 deliveries in this inning so far. Yet to find a boundary. A deep square leg and long on. 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. Oh, what an over. Not giving an inch to free his arms. Shakil completes his second over. 3 overs gone, 9 for the loss of 1. Umer Shakil from Oman talent. Oh, some rise from that surface for Umer Shakil after pitching. Sharply coming into the tall Rana Singhe.
He is a tall bowler. Umer is trying to extract some bounce off the wicket, and this was one of them. Very well bowled, lifting delivery, moving into the batter. He has that ability to move both ways. Umer Shakil, young, upcoming talent.
Knocked his middle stump. Umer Shakil. What a peach of a delivery from the young fast bowler. That pressure, not able to find the boundary, was mounting on Rana Singhe. Another poor shot selection.
Rush of ball out coming down the wicket. Umer is so perfect in swinger. Knocked the bells off and the wicket as well a bit. Brilliant bowling from him. Wicket number 2 for IAS Invincible, 9 for 2.
have got that our ACU officer, Mr. Ram Mohan, on the right of your screen. Next to him is Mr. Kapil Venkatachalam. Slip in position for the left-hand batter, Sudeep.
He will be more useful for the left-hander. Umar Shakil moving the ball into the batter. Outswinger for the left-hander batter. Bowled superbly so far. The job has been put on to him. He is doing it well for the team, Umar Shakil.
The more matches he plays, the more experience, and you can see more effectiveness in his bowling. Oh, what a delivery. Some movement from that surface for Umar Shakil.
Generating pace off the wicket. Oman's flag fluttering over the Oman Academy building with Oman cricket board flag as well, followed by the mountains. Beautiful view. Slight overcast as well.
Oh, wavered down the leg, trying something new. And signal that as a wide.
Well, sometimes it happens that bowler who's got a wicket bowling well try to use some other means what he had got in his mind, and that's the reason why I think he might wanted to bowl an in-swinger for the left-hander, but it goes too much wide down the leg side.
So off the mark. No boundary yet from the blade of the batters of IAS Invincibles. It shows their struggle in this tournament to get runs.
All credit to their bowlers, defending modest totals 118, 100. All credit to them, spearheaded by this Mohammad Imran. And of course, Muzair as well.
The batters, they need to step up. You cannot expect your bowlers to win you every game. Below par score yesterday went into the super over, which IS clinched on the final ball of that super over by scoring a boundary. Another shot towards that cover region, and half stop from Mujibur Ali. So another boundaryless over. 4 overs gone, 12 for the loss of 2. Twelve for the loss of 2. Shakil will continue.
This ball, Shakil is really vital for the national team. Brilliant left arm bowler. So many wickets he got in the last tour of USA and Canada. Absolutely outstanding bowling from him.
Oh, straight into the hands of deep square leg. There was the fielder station. What a beautiful setup by Shakil Ahmed and J. Odedra. Wicket number 2 for Shakil. The struggle continues for IES batters.
What a beautiful field placement from J. Odedra. He did not move an inch. Deep square leg rather. Got the wicket of third wicket for IAS Invincible. This is a normal routine now for IAS Invincible. In the couple of 5-6 over, they used to lose couple of wickets. Anyway, wicket number 3 gone.
What a start for Yalla Shabab Giants. Bowling has been superb, especially by this boy, Shakil Ahmed. Oh, what an effort. Every run matters. They always put that extra effort. They are missing the services of Sanju Sajeev. Got injured in the previous game. You will not find Sanju Sajeev at point position in this game, Jamil Bhai.
Yes. Surely missing his extravagant fielding. Super fielder. Back offside field. Someone has to come and play some big shots.
There was that height. The smile says it all. And also, I think it was going towards that leg side. But what a smart piece of bowling. He bowled towards that off-stick channel. From there he picked. And rightly said, hardly he moved. This is how you bowl as per the field. Is it wicket number 4? Another poor shot selection. This time Sudeep. Shakil is having a great outing. On the surface, with the new ball, he is dictating terms.
Super bowling from Shakil Ahmed. 3 wickets to his name. Look at that. Once again, a reckless shot. Took the top edge of the bat and was easily taken by the fielder at slips. Well, something has to be done for IAS Invincible batters. What a sorry figure for IAS Invincible. The dismal batting performance continue. Something has to be done by the coaches of IAS Invincible for the batting is concerned. Reckless batting from the top order batters.
40 is the lowest team total in this tournament. Muscat Thunderers were bundled out in 11 overs against IAS Invincibles. They are in a trouble here, 13. On board, 4 wickets down. Mansur Mazhar arrives. Shakil Ahmed, 2 wickets in this over, just going for 1 run. A solid defense, but as of now, things are in control of Yalla Shabab Giants. 5 was gone, 13 for the loss of 4.
What an incredible spell from Shakil Ahmed. 3 wickets in those 3 overs, and he's conceded only 7. And in comes Faisal. And talking about new joinees, it is Amin Wagle, not just in the com box. Tell us more about it, Amin.
Not sure about new joinees, but certainly quite a few new joinees in that Oman squad that's been in the Asia Cup, and everybody is so excited. And what about the match that we had last evening? We probably left a little bit early, and all of a sudden come to know that it's all gone down to the super over.
There's a bill that's going to be coming from Moody and me towards you and Jameel Bhai, because we did do that overtime.
Well,
It was a cracker of a game. Absolutely stunning. And that's what the case is. Every time IAS Invincibles in the mix of things, unexpected realities happen. And there's one happening right now. 14 for 4.
yeah, well, you always would be wanting to have IAS Invincibles in the first game of the day, so that you don't have to face such irregularities towards the end of the day. This is excellent bowling by Shah Faisal and excellent bowling by Yalla Shabab Giants. 4 wickets for 14. They're certainly on top. Not only top, they're certainly dominating the power play at the moment. But we've seen this far too often, haven't we? 14 for 4 in the power play, and then there is that resurrection. There is some fight from the middle order batters. And all of a sudden you'll see that they managed to reach that 3-figure score.
They need to restructure here, take the game deep. It's a good wicket to bat on, and that's where they cannot go into the shelter for a very long time. What a delivery. A little bit of an appeal. Probably bat first.
Yeah, certainly. Otherwise it was absolutely dead straight, and immediately you know that it has to be something to do with the bat. Umpire not interested. What a brilliant result for Yalla Shabab Giants at the moment. They have their noses ahead at the moment for in this contest. Another wicket and things will look very, very crucial or critical for IAS. Oh, brilliant delivery, and he's castled him. Stumps, bails, flying all over the place. It's Mansoor Mazhar, Mr. Dependable for IAS Invincible, that will be walking back into the hut.
Take a testament that Faisal is going to be doing great at the Asia Cup, and this is one of them. The likes of Wasim Akram, Mitchell Stark, Mitchell Johnson, add the list. Faisal, he's a name in the making. The left arm pacer, tall, lanky, and the way he swings the ball really late, no chance whatsoever for Mansoor Mazhar. A big in-swinger.
If there was a corner around the batter, that corner has certainly been of no use, because Shah Faisal has literally swung it around the corner and into the stumps. That was some heavy deviation, heavy movement of the deck for Shah Faisal. What an exciting turn of events. 5 wickets down, 14 IAS Invincibles in trouble. New batter in, Muzair Raza, and I believe he was in the mix of things in that last over last night against Muscat Thunderers. Right now he's got a little bit to do for his team, and that's with the bat, because they're in a spot of bother.
He would have slept really well. He made a mess of the game and then won the game at the end. Should have won the game directly. Went into the super over, and he was the hero in the super over with that boundary of the final delivery. Big shot immediately He's come with the intent. Not really sure if it's a good idea to go after Faisal, who's bowling that kind of a line where he can break the back of IAS, which is already broken.
Yeah, let's have a look at that last wicket once again. Pitched in line with the off stump and then straight away hitting that middle stump. So that's proof enough that there was some solid movement of the deck.
And he was standing fairly outside the crease and yet able to generate decent angle. Half the side back to the dugout. What can Sufyan offer here? Two national heroes. Oh, quick single. This is good cricket. Very good cricket from Sufyan.
Yeah, absolutely. Ending the power play in a very, very good position. Yalla Shabab Giants as IAS Invincibles 16 for the loss of 5. Just have a look at all those wickets that have fallen. First, it was Mehran Khan skying the ball in the air. Shakil Ahmed. And then Umer Shakil got into the act, disturbing the furniture. Shakil Ahmed once again with that very, very accurate bowling. And no, this was not a wicket because this was Shakil Ahmed bowling his first ball after the power play.
That's the quality of Shakil. He's done the major destruction. 3 of those 5 wickets have come from the back of Shakil, bowling a tight line, and every delivery will only ask questions of the quality of IAS because they've been reckless. They've been the reason for their own destruction. Yes, those were good deliveries, but throwing the bat at everything is not a solution to your problems. Slower arm ball. That's one of the premium varieties of Shakil. Considering the angle, most batters would believe that it will only come into the batter, but it will slowly straighten.
Shah Faisal produced a peach of a delivery, so the batter had absolutely no answer to that. But the rest of the 4 wickets, I completely agree with you. This has to be something with that approach that IAS Invincibles have come out this afternoon.
Catch it.
Not in the right frame of mind. They certainly had plans to take on Yalla Shabab Giants, but not in the right manner. This is probably a very well-planned attack by the Yalla Shabab Giants to bank on their strengths of their bowling.
Probably the party went on too late last night.
Yep.
And they're still not in the ground mentally. I'm not saying it. Mehran said it. 1:30 a.m. That is where till the party went on.
18 for 5 with one more delivery to go in the Shakil Ahmed over. Oh, absolutely fantastic. Shakil Ahmed ending his 4-over spell with 3 wickets to his name and has given only 9 runs. This is absolute class from the little dynamite. 18 for the loss of 5 after 7. After that first over for Shah Faisal, where he certainly had the ball do most of the talking. He's coming back for another one on the trot. Pretty decent field setup for him. It's an attacking field towards the offside with some invitation as well. Invitation to play it in front of the wicket. Invitation to plant your front foot outside and play that risky shot.
And this is where Yalla Shabab is a standout side. They're into the 8th over. Still 6 fielders inside the circle. It's a test match field. The only fielders outside is a third, fine leg. And even the square leg is probably coming inside the circle. Square leg probably comes inside the circle, not really. So 4 fielders outside now. Probably looking for the bouncer. Oh, it's a double bluff.
It's not only a double bluff, it's also that invitation to play that risky shot, because you know that there are no fielders in front of the wicket. Everybody inside the circle, so you might want to try that riskier option of going inside out. But then with that ball coming into the right-hander so sharp, and that wicket probably explaining to you why Shah Faisal is so dangerous, it's always going to spell trouble for the batters.
Basically, it's a challenge. It's a challenge to Muzahir. Can you go after me? Can Muzahir answer it in his favor? Don't think it's a great idea. Another big in-swinger. They're going for the single. This could be interesting. Direct hit was required.
Yeah, he's gotten a single, but not in the most convincing manner at the moment. Muzahir Raza and Sufyan Yusuf. And all eyes on Sufyan Yusuf at the moment, because he's been selected for that Asia Cup. So everybody wants to have a look at what he has to offer. He's offered some good innings. A couple of them at least. Oh, brilliant. Looking to drag the bat. So covering your basics. Muzahir Raza.
At the moment, Sufyan Yusuf is a one-man army in IS. Shot pulled. Fielder in the deep. This is salt on the misery of IS. Pulled really well. But straight to the throat of the fielder at deep square leg. 6th wicket falls for IS, and they are in some serious trouble.
Once again, a plan set up by the Yalla Shabab Giants, and another IAS batter succumbs to those plans. Sufyan Yusuf, the latest casualty. Have a look at that. This time ducket shot, and Sufyan Yusuf not able to withstand that urge to play that very, very high risk shot straight into the hands of the fielder. So good result for Shah Faisal and YSG.
It's that kind of a day for IS that a towing truck goes out of battery. 7 wickets down, 6 wickets down for IS, and they're still fighting a battle against Yalla Shabab.
Absolute misery at the moment. If you're an IAS Invincible supporter, you would want them to be playing those night matches more often, because at the moment, in the afternoon, it's 19 for 6. They're waiting for the weekend, I guess.
Long weekend. The way they're going at the moment, they won't have too many reasons to celebrate the weekend. Oh, what a delivery. Shah Faisal almost getting the pad first on this occasion.
Amazing amount of swing, amazing amount of seam as well, deviation of the seam. This is some classy stuff here from Shah Faisal. Have a look at that last wicket. Bouncing it, and rather bouncing him out, if I'm not mistaken. This is absolute class and execution of the plan to perfection.
Probably they spent too much energy last evening. What a delivery. Shah Faisal. 8 overs done. 19 for the loss of 6 IAS Invincibles. In comes Saishiv. 4 fielders inside the circle. Big shot. It's gone high up in the air. Muzahir Raza is only going to be returning back to the dugout really quick. 7 wickets down for IAS Invincibles. Looks like they want to get to the dugout in a real hurry.
This is absolute carnage here from Yalla Shabab Giants. All the bowlers stepping up, and yes, of course, Muzahir Raza should be disappointed with himself. He did have an opportunity here to certainly pull the team out of misery, but decided not to. Literally decided not to, because he's pulled out a shot that was absolutely unnecessary. Walking back into the pavilion, that's the 7th wicket down for the IAS Invincibles.
In comes Yasir Dur. I mean, 2 ways to approach. One, go into your shell. Other, to attack. Which one's it going to be? Oh, struck on the pads, and decision in favor of IAS Invincibles. Probably the height.
Did you say 2 ways to go? What were they? Can you repeat?
One is back to the dugout. Oh, I mean...
Exactly. I was just going to come there. There's just 2 ways right now the IAS Invincibles are thinking. And I beg your pardon, it's not 2 ways, it's just 1 way. And that's to get back into that dugout. Because they have certainly not arrived here at the moment. This is absolutely unacceptable from the IAS Invincibles. 19 for the loss of 7 wickets. And nearing that halfway mark, I'm pretty sure they should be considering those choices that they have made in those shots. And they should be considering the intentions. A couple of runs now. And Yasir Dur into the side after a very long time. Oh, big shot. This time he's certainly looking to clear the boundary ropes, or some late surge for the IAS Invincibles.
Certainly some late remorse from Yasir Dur on this occasion for IAS Invincibles. A very sorry looking 27 for 7. Gets a little bit of respectability with that maximum. Certainly some hard work for our highlights package team, because at the moment they're only recording wickets. 27 for 7 on a wicket that is looking really good. Nothing extraordinary. No demons. Wonder what's the reason for the 27 for 7.
You were out there for the pitch earlier on, and most certainly you should be having some sort of an opinion about the turn available this afternoon. Oh, this time once again he's given a big whack. A fielder looking to come underneath it. It's a long way inside the circle for Zikri Islam, and I believe Yasir Dur will survive. It's the end of the 9th over, and we'll continue the discussion about the playing surface. 28 for 7, IAS Invincibles. IAS Invincibles, and that looks like a very sorry scorecard at the moment. The batting scorecard: Mehran for not, Akmal, Rana Singh, Sudeep, Sufyan, Yusuf on 4, Mansoor, Mazhar on not as well, Muzahir on 3. Other than Yasir Dur, none of them are looking even close to that double-digit score. Yasir Dur on 9 of 5 deliveries, courtesy that one big maximum that he hit towards long on.
When your number 9 is your top scorer, it's a day for you to forget. And that will get Yasir Dur into 2 figures.
He's a decent bat, but certainly not the top order or the middle order kind of quality. He certainly knows how to give the ball a good whack, score quickly. But this is certainly not a situation that he should be familiar with. 29 for the loss of 7 in a very, very sorry state at the moment. Now from here onwards, if Yalla Shabab Giants do not wrap this up under 50, it will be a very, very weird sort of a feeling for Yalla Shabab Giants.
Faisal Shah into his third over. And all those economies look extremely exceptional. 2 for 5. Those are dream economies. Bowling a dream spell here, Faisal Shah. Who can pick up a wicket for Yalla Shabab Giant here? 3 wickets in hand for IAS Invincibles.
I have a feeling they're probably going to be missing out on Sanju Sajeev.
Umair Shakil.
Umair Shakil can, yes, of course. But then that would mean giving up an over of your strike bowler right at the halfway stage, around the halfway stage. So you would want to keep him till the death just in case, the tail wags for the IAS Invincibles.
You don't want to parcel his over home for the dinner. 9. Just around the 9 over mark, 7 down. The opposition, you might as well get the opposition all out rather than hoping they would wag. And even if IAS just manage to play out the 20 overs, they might still not get to 100. That's the kind of situation they've put themselves into, unless and until there is a miracle. It's more of a miracle type of... Oh, this could be tight if there was a direct hit. What are your thoughts? Can they get to 100? Can they get to 50 to start off with?
Well, if both of these two stick around, because Pasindu is a very gritty character and Yasir Dur knows how to hit heavy. So a little bit of understanding between these two batters and positivity that yes, of course, we've lost wickets. We are in a very sorry state in this innings. Let's just give the team something to talk about, something to bowl at. At the moment, 30 for 7, and if you're looking 50 all out, that's certainly not what they'd want. Worked away very nicely towards the onside. They're looking for the second and will get it comfortably.
This is a 140, 150, 160 kind of a wicket. And that's where my concern is that no matter how hard they try, I don't see another 120 runs coming in the next 10 overs. And that's where the scoreline is never going to be competitive. So the best approach for me as an IAS fan would be probably to go a little all guns blazing, and in the process if they get 30, 40, 50 all out, that's fine. It's a bad day, great.
Remember, IAS need only 100 runs. And they can work magic from there onwards. At the halfway stage, IAS Invincibles are 32 for the loss of 7 wickets as the players probably gather around and hope to get a little bit of respite from the heat that the Yalla Shabab Giants is providing out there. Stay tuned. IAS Invincibles 32 for 7.
IAS Invincibles reeling at 32 for the loss of 7. And to find some respite for IAS Invincibles, it is Mudassir Ali Qureshi. Mudiba, what's your strategy for an IAS comeback?
The first thing, they want to go beyond that 40. You don't want to get all out under 40. You don't want the tag being a team to post the lowest total of this tournament.
They'll get there. It's a good wicket. It's a very good wicket to bat on. It's just that the top order was a little too invested in yesterday's game. That's the best way I can put it. They just didn't turn up to the ground today. Unless and until they do things like that, they should get to 40, 50. Probably more than that.
It was a win against Muscat Thunderers. What a comeback win, and rightly said by you. In the air, and the first maximum, in fact the second maximum of this innings from the blade of Yasir Dur.
Dealing in sixes as Yasir Dur at the moment. It was a little fuller from Saishiv and gave it the kind of treatment that Saishiv deserved. What an incredible strike. Yasir Dur probably didn't join that party last night. Out of the arc of Yasir Dur, and this one will be required to reload. Wonder what was Yasir Dur doing last night? Didn't join the party, Mudipa?
It is the reason he's batting well. Yasir Dur, one more time sending this ball Dur towards the deep mid wicket. What a hit, the second maximum in this innings, and they go past that 40, Pranav.
It's a good wicket to bat on, and that is a testament from Yasir Dur certifying, giving it the certification rather. And as of now, Yasir Dur was not in the context of IAS Invincibles in this tournament so far. And suddenly, in the 11, and he's making an impact, 24 of 11.
Someone might had partied hard last night. 1:30 a.m. That is what Mehran said to you during the toss.
It was a costly 1:30 a.m. 11 overs done. 47 for the loss of 7. IAS Invincibles as they're trying to get back on track. Umair comes back into the attack. They're certainly looking to wrap IAS Invincibles here. It's just a wonderful wicket to bat on. It looked firm, hard. It is just that IAS Invincibles have had a poor outing.
Pick up and release, and the short selections from the top order batters. Rightly said, not much turn for the spinners. One nicely coming on the blade. Those windy conditions, fast bowlers getting some movement. That said, still it's a wicket where you can get plenty of runs. Oh, excellent. Pitching it to the right channel. Ball just going past the wood.
It is all about Yasir Dur's story against Yalla Shabab Giants at the moment. Can Pasendu contribute a little bit here? And Yasir Dur is certifying that attack is the best form of defense. He's gone after Yalla Shabab Giants. He's got few quality runs. And that's the best way, because if they get to probably 80, 90, it's not going to be enough on a wicket like this, which is very good to bat on. So they might as well try and get to 130, probably close to 140. In the process, if they get out early, so be it.
I think the first thing they'll be looking is to get to that 100 mark, because this is a kind of a team, anything over 100 or 100, and they have that quality bowling. The fielding has been superb, but still a long way to go. Still 52 runs behind from that 3-digit mark. IAS Invincibles. Another brilliant delivery, back-to-back beautiful deliveries outside the off stump. What a day he is having.
The problem, Mudipa, is that those 100-run games where IAS did well were on bowling tracks which were assisting the bowlers. These are pure batting wickets. And that is where I feel that the likes of probably Muzahir Raza, Mehran Khan, who might not get some extra swing movement off the deck. Yes, in the air, yes. But in the air, in the modern day cricket, at this level is not going to be enough. And hence, they need to make sure that they have a little more cushion than what they would have liked to have. They're getting runs quickly here. Yes, not in this over, but in the previous over, they're inching close to the 50-run mark. Yes, they've lost too many wickets, but if they ignore the wickets column and get to somewhere around 120, 130, which is very much possible with the kind of cricket they're playing, they still stand a chance.
7 wickets down, and you're asking them to ignore that, as if you're asking a married man to ignore his wife and go for the parties late night. It's highly impossible.
It is an attempt that every married man does every day of his life. It's just not successful. And at the situation, I'm just trying IAS to try the luck like that married man. Well played. He looks like an effective batter for IAS Invincibles at the moment. Yasir Dur moves on to 27 of 15. He's been exceptional. 50-run mark breached by IAS Invincibles for the loss of 7 at the end of 12. On a lazy afternoon, Mujibur comes into the attack from the Oman LNG end. What a delivery. What a peach of a delivery to come into the attack with. It was the arm ball, came in with the swing, almost like an in-swinger.
But at the end, he managed well. Yasir Dur playing on the back foot. Oh, just going past that off stick, thought of a single. But in my point of view, Pranav, this is the 6th day we are playing on the same surface, and anything around 110, 120, still there will be more assist in the second innings. That is what I believe for the fast bowlers and for the spinners.
Oh, that's cut well. Intention on offer for Yasir Dur, and that's why he's looked like an exceptional batter. Everybody sitting in the dugout is going to be applauding that effort, because Yasir Dur is fighting a lone battle here.
With those runs, with every boundary, every single, you can see suddenly there's some kind of hope generated by Yasir Dur, rightly applauded by his teammates in the dugout. What a knock.
Now, I'll give you decent reasoning of the wicket. The last 2-3 days was the heat wave. That's where there's a lot of dry air that is blowing through the ground, and that's where the wicket dried out. And hence you were able to see a lot more turn. This is something that I said in the pitch report which I did previously. Today, expecting that dry wind, they would have given a little bit of an extra watering to the ground, to the wicket. And because today it is not the heat wave, it's a little cooler than what it was in the last 3-4 days, they had to use in the heavy roller. And there was certainly a lot of work that was done. And that's what will allow good batting on this wicket. We'll talk more about it. 13 overs done, 57 for the loss of 7. IAS are fighting a battle here. .57 for 7. Yasir Dur is playing brilliant bit of cricket here. Very unorthodox, but still very effective.
Is he playing his first game, Pranav?
Certainly, he's playing his first game of the season. He's generally very effective. But like you would see in most teams, the team is picked on names. You would very often see mediocre names putting up big performances, match-winning performances. But because they are not big names, they would go unnoticed. I might be a little harsh on a lot of people, but that is the reality. Big shot towards the leg side. They'll only get a single, but Yasir Dur continues to look exceptional.
You can see that hunger in him now, getting an opportunity. The team is in trouble. What a knock he's playing. The rescue ranger, and that support is provided by Pasindu. Brilliant, excellent, sensible piece of batting. 32 for 7 when I came into the comm box. Now they have got 29 more valuable runs for this 8th wicket. Yasir and Pasindu changing the field. Short third comes over the short mid wicket to stop that single. Will he go for that reverse shot?
Good running. Very good running. They look exceptionally good.
His balance in the crease has been impeccable to watch. Yasir Dur, the way he's shuffling inside the crease, taking those singles. So 5 runs, another good over for IAS Invincibles. 14 gone, 62 for the loss of 7.
Mujibur continues from the Oman LNG end, looking for a wicket. It was the big swing. They are appealing for it. Not really sure why they were appealing.
Ball just brushes thigh pad while going into the gloves of Sami. It's a shorter boundary, so he just want to target a shorter boundary. Very strong towards the leg side. The Mujibur Ali angling into Yasser. Very watchful. He's shaping up to go big.
He will be spirited. More than 50% of the runs coming from the batter who came in at number 8 or number 9. And that's what makes it a very sorry situation for IAS Invincibles. They're recovering from it and they're recovering well on the back of Yasser Dur. How deep can he go? And can he continue that momentum?
Four dot deliveries. Definitely they can sense an opportunity here. As a bowler, you need to be very smart with your length, especially on this delivery. Another one darting in. 5 dot deliveries in a row. The wicketkeeper is asking everyone to be at the boundary line. This is what happens. Oh, and he drops. Poor effort. The short third. Mujibur Ali did all the hard work. 5 dot deliveries. The smile says it all. Lucky escape for Yasser Dur. In fact, it's a maiden over. Everyone are enjoying this moment. Even the fast bowler of Yalla Shabab Giants.
It is the generation next that are practicing. And they're practicing hard in the background. It's a great sight to see the young guns preparing for the future.
Oh, absolutely. They are the future. And good to see they are the safe hands here at Oman Cricket Academy with some experienced coaches available, providing that support, those tips to the young boys.
That's the most important factor for the generation next. To have the right kind of guidance.
Sports is always plays a major role in the growth and the development of youngsters. It shows us the discipline of the life. Very good decision by Vikas. A confident appeal, but looks confident is Vikas. What a decision.
Could have probably been sliding down the leg. That's what he indicated. .62 for 7 in 15.2. And such an interesting game. Both of us forgot. There's supposed to be change in voices and we are enjoying ourselves.
Thanks to our cameraman for focusing on the turf too, where the youngsters are having a good session. Their coaches, in between, we forgot to make a change in the comm box. And thanks to our fellow commentator Jamil sir as well as Amin Wagle, they kept quiet.
You have to be very cunning in this modern era, or else you will get cheated just like this one. With the ball to go, inching close towards his maiden is Jay Odedra. It's just a second over. 5 runs in his first over. And driven too long off for a single. 63 for the loss of 7 at the end of 16. IAS Invincibles are still fighting a battle here.
16 overs gone. IAS Invincibles 63 for 7. Played uppishly, possibly in a safe zone, so no damage done. But what's important is Yasser Dur is on strike and he's playing a fighting knock. A very, very valiant effort here, making sure that IAS Engineering don't end up with a very, very hapless score, especially a cause of concern since the way they started. You were there when they started. Joining me in the comm box, Jamil Zaidi.
Very, very sorry figure as far as the IAS Invincible concerned. I don't know where was Yasser Tur from last 5 matches. He's played superbly so far, taking a team out of the trouble. 19 for 5 from then on. They move on to 64 for 7 and 36 runs being scored by this man.
Looks to gut straight into the hands of the keeper. Yeah, he was probably very dur from the proceedings here at Oman Cricket. But what a fighting knock, 36 of 31. It's not easy when you're down with your side in trouble and then you have to play that gritty knock and also watch your partners going by. But what has happened is Pasandu has kept him company for nearly 21 deliveries from his end.
Intelligent cricket from him. This is the 3rd time he tried to smash it, and there's a chance they are asking for, and his decision goes to the 3rd umpire. What I was thinking, when they were 19 for 5, there was a bit relaxation from the captain of ISG. He should have implemented more pressure on them to get them out early. He brought spinners which are giving chance to the batter to come down. A couple of maximums by Yaya Tur makes their things more easy.
First looks first. Everybody will have a look if it's a fair delivery. Probably it is. And now Sami has affected another stumping in a very, very peculiar fashion. Waiting and looking for the batter. Oh, this is not looking very pretty.
Clever. Ball was still in the hands of the wicket keeper. And has not sent it back to the bowler. Waiting. I think he must be expecting that Yaya must lift his foot, and then what exactly he did. Green signal.
And also probably because he just crossed the stumps, the line of the stumps as well, and everything was looking so very uncanny. Nevertheless, what's important is that Yasser Dur survives. Mujibur Ali with the ball in hand, and they'll be looking to pluck that one more wicket. Yasser Dur is looking to hit very, very hard. In the bargain, if they can manage to get a wicket to their name, things will all of a sudden start going Yalla Shabab Giants' way again. It's been a decent effort so far, no doubt. Just need to wipe up that tail of IAS Invincibles. Looks to cut it.
Not looks to be comfortable outside the office stump. This is the 4th delivery. He want to smash it to cover point, but couldn't get it bat on it. And Mujibur is rightly doing the same thing.
Oh, edged. The fielder will be beaten. It's going to be a boundary for Yasser Dur. And it's been that sort of an innings where you really want to be pumping with adrenaline and making sure that your team is in the hunt.
Magnificent innings from Yasser Dur. Brilliant batting from him. We were just talking that he should have been in the team from last 5-6 matches, but today came at number 9 and doing this beautiful and remarkable job for bringing the team to a total which could be called a decent total. Out of 68, 40 runs belongs to him.
Very, very crucial at the moment, Yasir Dur and his presence out there in the middle. Pasindu, on the other hand, is looking to play the supporting role. Works away towards the onside. Long on will be in action. It's only a single, and that is probably the key here. Pasindu sticking around for 22 deliveries now, and that has given Yasir Dur the opportunity to score some runs for the side.
More credit goes to Pasiddu, who understands the situation, knows that Yasir is a very, very good hitter of the ball, giving him all the chance to get more runs for his team. This time played it out to the long off. Very, very calculated knock from Yasir. As in when he has got chance to hit maximum, he is using that one.
Yeah, and with that effort, you also reach that 70-run mark. So another couple of overs to go, and if they can somehow manage to get 30 runs in those remaining 2 overs, courtesy some heavy hitting, they'll feel that they've certainly done a good job. Oh yes, some runs here. Long chase for the two fielders who are looking to converge. Couple of runs for Pasindu getting into the act.
Well, I still feel that the time when they were halfway down, Jay must use all the pressure to get the remaining wickets done. But couple of spinners have been brought in. They are not bowled according to the situation and got hammered by Yasir.
Yeah, well, it's not only about the boundaries, it's also about rotation of strike, and they've not hesitated to do that. They're working around the field. It's that sense of responsibility that was absent from the batters who came preceding these two. Not able to develop any sort of partnership and shouldered the responsibility from Yasir Dur's end. Barring just that one Shah Faisal wicket, it's just been collision course. Now looking to target cow corner, a long chase, and once again it's going to be a boundary to the name of IAS Invincibles, and they've ended this 18th over absolutely in spectacular fashion, this time from the bat of Pasindu.
Brilliantly played towards the cow's corner. What important runs these two have put on for the team.
Bringing back their strike bowler Shah Faisal for the penultimate over, over number 19, and IAS Invincibles are 76 for 7 from here in a couple of overs. They've got 3 wickets in hand, so certainly the onus is on these two batters out there in the middle to score quickly. They wouldn't mind it if their wickets are lost in the bargain, but reaching the 3-figure mark is going to be very, very important. IAS can be very dangerous in trying to defend any sort of targets, and we know that for a fact. We've seen that last night, we've seen this on numerous occasions before this. Whenever, Jamil Saab, you have gone home early, IAS Invincibles think that they need to probably do something spectacular.
You were also along with me, huh? Don't forget that. Really missed that one.
Just
absolutely.
one night, just one night.
That is the only night we went early, and so exciting match was played. Though we have seen a lot of matches like that. I mean, deciding on the last ball of the day, last ball of the match. But yesterday has been a really super one.
Oh, absolute carnage here from Yasir Dur. He is looking to score very, very quickly. It was a long chase for Shakil Ahmed, who was stationed inside the circle. A run-out opportunity, but I think he's done well. He's reached, or rather he's made his ground. But what intent here from Yasir Dur.
What a knock. Absolutely responsible knock from him. Attacking, not bowed down to the bowling from Yalla Shabab. Fast bowlers or spinners coming down, playing his own innings, taking the team to a good, respectable total. We'll have to wait for the third umpire signal about this.
Sami has been very, very active behind the stumps, always looking to see if he can manage to get that extra wicket or two here by sheer brilliance. And once again, I think he's done very well. Looking to get a few more runs under their belt. Pasindu, who stayed there and played a supporting act, not with the runs, but certainly by his presence out there in the middle, has to walk back, courtesy a run out. It's going to be the left-hander, Shehzad, out there in the middle. And finally, Yalla Shabab Giants plucking a wicket. It's of Pasindu, it's not of the danger man, Yasir Dur, but then a very, very important partnership broken for the Yalla Shabab Giants. They look to wrap it up very quickly without much damage to that score.
This man is really, really very, very hard hitter. Yesterday, in the last 2 overs for IAS Invincible batting, he scored about 27 runs with the maximum, 2 maximums he hit. One of them was the largest yesterday's match.
Probably the right time to play all those dangerous shots, not at the top of the innings. In the power play, IAS Invincibles did try to play it as if it were the death overs, and it probably led to the perish of most of their batters in that lineup. Not able to connect. Too good for Shehzad at the moment is Faisal Shah. Let's have a look at that last wicket as well. Look at that shot. Intentful, purposeful, and he executed it to perfection. Takes the first run and then decides to go for the third run as well, and that's when tragedy struck. Otherwise he had been brilliant. Probably not planting the bat at the right time, not dragging the bat in, or maybe he could have pulled in the dive, but then on a third run it's just very, very difficult. He's done well so far, Pasindu. Managed to keep his cool and keep his composure. Oh, bowled him. Shah Faisal is on top of his game at the moment, targeting the stumps, and at the moment the only thing that's his enemy are the wickets, and he's unleashing his wrath on those wickets.
Absolutely brilliant bowling from him in the death overs, trying to bowl in the block hole, and this is the second time he got the wicket of bowling in the block hole. Wicket number 9, back to IAS Invincible.
Successful penultimate over for Shah Faisal. He's picked up a wicket for himself with 1 ball to go, and there was also a run out. So the Yalla Shabab Giants now looking to make a comeback into that toppling of the batting order. that they started in the power play. Had got plenty of wickets, but then in the middle overs belonged to Yasir Dur. At the moment, it's going to be Mohammad Imran. Not with the ball, but with the bat in hand. So, can he see off that one delivery from Shah Faisal so that Yasir Dur can look to score as much as possible in the last? Mohammad Imran facing. Takes the edge and surprise, surprise. Yasir Dur has looked to take the single on the last delivery of the over. So that would mean Mohammad Imran facing the first ball in the last over of the innings. 19 gone, 79 for 9. Yalla Shabab are looking to wrap this up. Umair Shakil with the last over of this innings. And it's Mohammad Imran on strike, and probably some questionable tactics because Mohammad Imran looked to rotate strike and not swing hard at the ball. Yes, of course, it could have led to a wicket, but certainly a chance to score a few more runs for the team. That single being taken, and Yasir Dur has been kept away from strike.
What a knock Yasir has played, to be honest with you. One of the best from IAS Invincibles, even from last couple of matches. Came at number 8 and took the team to approximately 79 runs, where they were struggling at 19 for 5. Finally, one run has been taken by Imran. I still don't know why they are sending Imran to number 11. Whenever he has been sent in, he easily get 5, 10, 12 runs. But I don't know. Of course, strategy is different.
Well, at the moment, with the way IAS Invincibles have gone, the tailenders seem to be the better batters here. However, having said that, the wicket before was Shehzad, who got out. And you did mention that he played a beautiful knock in those last couple of overs. So certainly a very good handy bat in form. Before that was Muzahir Raza and Pasindu, who are pretty much decent with the bat and can contribute quite a bit. Oh, big shot above covers. It's high up in the air, and look at that. Yasir Dur is certainly not in the mood to take the knee in front of the Yalla Shabab giants. He is acting like a giant in front of the opponents at the moment.
Absolutely thrilling, fantastic. Look at that one. Right, go back a little towards the leg side. Hit it with full blade over to the long off boundary for the maximum. What a knock he's playing. I mean, all credit to him. We're still wondering why he has not been in the last 5-6 matches for IAS Invincible. One of the most accomplished batsmen, I say, the moment he came, start playing his shot, taking the team off to the trouble. They're almost reaching now 86. He's still 3 legal deliveries to go. And he's on 49. What a way to get his 50. Absolutely brilliant. He deserves that.
Excellent, yeah, by Yasir Dur. Just a big turn of events for the IAS Invincibles. They lost some early wickets, and then after that, this resurrection by Yasir Dur, a lone fighting battle by Yasir Dur. One short of a very well-deserved 50. And he's turned the tide in favor of the IAS Invincibles. Mind you, the 3-figure mark still looks a little far, but most certainly. Oh, this is horrific here from Umair Shakil. Yasir Dur looking to take the second run, but they had already decided to run that first one. It's going to be a no ball, a free hit. And straight away, Yasir Dur will enjoy a little bit of accomplishment here. What a fighting knock. 50 of 39 deliveries backs against the wall. IAS Invincibles batter and savior for this afternoon, Yasir Dur.
Absolutely. We have Mr. Kiran Asher, the board member behind. We have seen him. What a knock from him. Absolutely brilliant. What a responsible and confident knock.
Works away towards the onside. Probably the right sort of a result here. Oh, looking to take the second run as well. Thinking about that extra run and getting Imran back on strike. Yasir Dur has been striking the ball nice and clean so far, and at the moment Imran decides to come back for the second run to face a couple of deliveries at least. This is high voltage drama, late drama into the innings of IAS Invincibles. And what spectators we have in the background, Mr. Damodar Katti and Mr. Kiran Asher. Missing, taking that last ditch effort, and once again Yasir Dur runs for the second run. Looking for the third now. What is happening out there? Plenty of drama available in the dying moments of this IAS innings. 90 for the loss of 9 wickets is what they have found themselves at the moment, and a couple of runs added to that.
From 19 for 5. Look at that drama start with that ball coming down outside the office stump. They ran for the one, some sloppy fielding, and they go for the second, and even they're looking for the third. And these two wides definitely put on a good total on the board, 92 now. And what a knock from Yasir Dur, 50.
It's got to be a big one, but no, it's not. But what's going to happen is Mohammad Imran is going to end up run out. Yasir Dur, on the other hand, will remain unbeaten. But what an innings from Yasir Dur, a fighting knock, as much as more than 50% of the contribution in that entire total of IAS Invincibles. Take a bow, Yasir Dur. He should be leading everyone out of that playing field at the moment. IAS Invincibles in a spot of bother very early into the innings, and out walks Yasir Dur, swinging and swinging hard.
Absolutely fantastic innings from him. Really responsible, aggressive, and at the right time. Coming at number 8, take the team out of trouble. 19 for 5 they were. From then on, they moved on to 92. What a great comeback by AS Invincible. And even 92, I'm telling you, it looks to be a total which they can defend.
It all depends whether you're about to leave for home or not, Jamil Saab. But then have a look at that IAS Invincibles match number 25. Look at that sorry state of the top order and the middle order. But one person shining bright, and probably he's the only one who deserves to be spoken about this afternoon. 50 of 39 deliveries. Yasir Dur, what a champion performance. Pulling IAS Invincibles out of a very, very sorry state. Have a look at that extras column as well. Very disciplined bowling by Yalla Shabab Giants in the 20 overs, just 5 extras. Eventually, IAS Invincibles 92 all out in their 20.
Talking about outstanding bowling from Yalla Shabab, spearheaded by the none other than little dynamite Shakil Ahmed. Look at the figures of Shakil. 3 wickets for 9 runs, 16 dot balls. 3 wickets go. Shah Faisal also. 15 dot balls and 11 runs, and 1 wicket goes to Saishi Narayan, 1 for 24. What a absolute brilliant bowling performance from Yalla Shabab. 92 all out in 20 overs.
At one moment, we thought we had not much to talk about in the highlights package. Wickets kept tumbling, courtesy Shakil, Umair. Shakil again, with batters just losing the plot out there. The top order of the IAS Invincibles, and their back broken by Shakil Ahmed. Whereas the middle order was done over by Shah Faisal. Plenty of wickets falling all over the place in the most uninspiring fashion. Holding out to the fielders in the deep. Some excellent deliveries, but then outwalked Yasir Dur. 4s boundaries, sixes, towering sixes, backs against the wall, and never did he look to be under any sort of pressure. Even Savindu deserved a little bit of praise. A run out, however, did Savindu over, and then finally Shehzad got bowled, and then that run out was the last wicket in that IAS Invincibles first innings. So plenty of drama and plenty of fighting spirit shown by Yasir Dur from the IAS Invincibles. However, they've gotten themselves a target. It's not much, but they'll certainly be looking to defend that. Whether the Yalla Shabab Giants make heavy weather of this or whether it's going to be an easy chase, we'll only come to know after a short break on the other side.
He has timed that one well. Passes the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the wing. Yes, it is. Beautiful ball. Extra big. Yes, it is.
The drama just doesn't end. Where there is IAS Invincibles, there is drama. It was on offer last night, and it is continuing to offer this afternoon as well. At a moment, IAS Invincibles that were looking to be bundled out under 30, they found a way to get in surplus of 90. And can they defend it? Not really sure, because it's a good wicket to bat on. They do have the quality pace attack alongside me. Jammy boy, Jamil Zaidi, the experienced Jamil Zaidi. Jamil bhai, what does your experience have to say?
One of the best D20 powered by Fancode. We have never seen such exciting matches in this edition of T20. Absolutely thrillers were there. Almost 6 to 7 matches goes to the wire. A couple of them were decided on the last ball of the over. And yesterday it was a super over. We missed that opportunity, but absolutely fantastic bowling by Yalla Shabab in this particular match. And what a knock has been played by Yasir Tur. That could be one of the best innings I have seen from the IAS Invincible batters.
Absolutely incredible. Unbelievable kind of an innings from Yasir Dur coming down at number 9. Oh, this can be interesting. It is very interesting. He's the man who picks up wickets. And all of a sudden, Mohammad Imran gets the back of the big man, Zohaib Amanat.
Well, this is what talking to Amin, that 92 is not a good total where Yalla IAS Invincible will give up. And this man, Mohammad Imran, is really destructive. Look at that, when the first ball came into the left-hander, right in front, and the first wicket went back to Yalla Shabab's giant. It was Zohaib Amanat who got out for the duck. None for one.
What a moment. Zohaib Amanat, the big man, the big fish, is back in the dugout. And in comes the young sensation, Mufaddal. What a big moment in this game. Sliding down the leg, and this is going to be required to re-bolt.
One of the most unpredictable teams in this D20 league, powered by Fancode, is IAS Invincible. All their matches they have won goes to the wire. Last ball of the overs has been victory for them. And now again they are really coming back strongly, getting the first wicket of Zohaib Amanat back into the dugout for YSG.
Big shout. Not going in favor of IAS Invincible at the moment. They're a spirited side, especially after that performance last night against Muscat Thunderers.
Well, each win will give you too much confidence, but now, as they have done in the last evening, they have got that brilliant match, won on the super over, and then everybody is delighted with that victory. Confidence is brimming among the team members, but unfortunately, they have been totally dismal in batting area.
What does IAS Invincibles do to be a side to watch out for? Pulling a tight line as Imran at the moment.
Well, I think someone has to come to their dressing room and give them some tips, what you call psychological tips, that you had to be there on the wicket, play normal cricket, don't put the reckless shots as they have done in this innings also and previous matches as well. Something has to be done to make them understand, okay, yes, you are a good team. If you can sensibly bat, you can get a good number of runs on the board. Hats off to their bowlers. They have won the matches because of their bowling in the last couple of matches.
Guided to the fine for a single for Mufaddal. That'll get him on the way. Not really sure that Yalla Shabab Giants would even consider IAS Invincibles as an opposition, strong opposition in this game, because chasing just 93 on a good batting track, I feel they should be in complete control. Yes, that early blow, but do you see any more hiccups?
Well, to be honest with you, you said just 92, just 100 in this particular tournament. This 192 is really, they have to struggle to get 92, to be honest with you. What I feel from here. The man who really starts structing is this Mohammad Imran.
Dot ball to wind that over of Imran. Just 2 runs from it and a wicket to his name, that big wicket. And all of a sudden, IAS are in contention. Muzair Raza comes into the attack from the Oman tail end. It's the second over. How impressed have you been with Muzair throughout this tournament? And you can be very honest on this.
Absolutely honest. Not, you can say, a very praising performance from him. It is in a pits. In a match he got that 5-5. And then yesterday, as I've been told, he has won the match for IAS Invincible.
Ball's in a good area. It's going to be starting off with a dot ball.
He is a young, upcoming talent for Oman. Only thing that he has to find his performance in the bowling, especially.
I'm going to give you some statistics, and you're going to love my research. I was working on this for the last half an hour, and finally I have it. I'm going to compare 3 bowlers, just 3 bowlers of IAS at the moment. Driven, lovely drive through the covers. Mufaddal all of a sudden looks like an exceptional talent with the drive.
Beautiful drive, textbook top of it, coming down the wicket, straight path through the extra cover. Lovely sight to watch this particular boundary from Mufaddal. Yes, we are talking about 3 bowlers.
Absolutely exceptional talent is Mufaddal. I'll start with Imran. Imran, 8 innings. He's conceded 224 runs in 31 overs for IAS. And he's picked up 13 wickets at an economy of 7.23. Looking for a single, and they will get that. For a moment they were in a little bit of a trouble. Then I go to Shahzad, the left arm spinner. Once again 8 innings, 122 runs conceded in 22 overs. He's picked up 2 wickets at an economy of 5.55. So generally what I'm trying to say is that 2 kinds of bowlers, one picking up wickets, the other one is controlling the things, keeping things tight. And that's what makes IAS incredible. And the third one is on your screens. Muzahir Raza charging in. Sliding down the leg. You will have to reload that. 8 innings. Believe it or not, he's conceded 200 runs in just 23 overs. He's picked up 9 wickets. But if you remove that 5 that was in one game, he's picked up 4 wickets in 7 games. And then when you look at the economy, it is just around 9. And why I'm highlighting that is these are numbers, these are factuals, these are facts that I picked up from the Oman Cricket app. And that is where he's not doing justice to his talent. He's a national asset at the moment. He's represented the national side. And then when he turns up for his domestic side, there are a lot of expectations from the IAS Invincible fans who want him to do well in either of the categories. Either do a job that Shahzad is doing, an economy of less than 6, or dancing down the track, Muzahir Raza. Justification to my explanation in the best way Muzahir is providing at the moment, a maximum straight down the ground.
Well, see, of course, you have really good numbers you have just shown to us. Obviously, as we're talking about this boy, look at that one coming down the wicket from the meat of the bat towards the long on boundary for the maximum. He has to work hard a bit more, try to what you call streamline his bowling. That is more important for him.
And what I want is that just want someone to probably have a word with him and tell him that he's in no man's land at the moment. We'll talk more about Muzahir and IAS Invincibles bowling in the next over. 2 overs done, 14 for the loss of 1.
Mufaddar's newcomer, a very, very solid batter. Defensive. Imran once again to him. Short lifting outside the off stump, and Mufaddal tried to play it on to the square leg. Very, very lucky, and a very good, clever ball from Mohammad Imran. Just making it difficult to him.
He's trying to pick up a wicket here, isn't he? And that's the kind of role that is defined to IAS by Imran. And the reason I say he defines because he's a national asset now, and that's what he dictates terms to the domestic side that he's playing. So this is the kind of role that I want to play. He does concede a few runs, but he picks up those important wickets. Oh, interesting one. Interesting shout. Probably a little bit of an inside edge. Does give the batsman a good bit of stare.
Absolutely brilliant bowling. Very lucky escape. He's really hard-working bowler, Mohammad Imran. Generating lot of pace. This one coming into the batter. He wanted to smash it. If would have been another wicket had the ball not touched the bat.
Guided to fine leg, and it's going to be a single.
Talking about IAS Invincible batting for now, they must keep a counselor for their team to tell the batters that you have to be, you are all good batters, but just perform accordingly. Feel your responsibility when I've been sent to you, and then perform and get some good runs on the board for the team. But here all the credit goes to their superb bowlers. Cuts well towards the cover point boundary. They crossed over for one. It is always like that, IAS Invincible. They got off around 100, 110, 16, and they come back strongly through their superb bowling, spearheaded by this man, Mohammad Imran.
What a spell Imran is bowling here. In the arc, inside edge. It'll just be a single, but it was an adventurous single. Very lucky to still be there, Mufaddal. What a spell is Imran bowling here.
Absolutely brilliant. A joker in the block hole. Very lucky. The ball not goes onto the wicket, instead taking the bottom part of the bat and going towards the fine leg.
.5, runnable 17 for the loss of one. Yalla Shabab Giants. Hasnain guided to third. This ball is travelling and done well at third to keep it down to a single. Three overs done, 18 for the loss of one. Shahzad comes into the attack from the Oman tail end. And I have few more numbers. So now I have 5 bowlers. Imran, Mozahir, Shahzad, Pasindu and Mehran. 5 backbones of IAS Invincibles. And I'm going to be comparing each category. If you're talking about economy, the best economy is with Shahzad, followed by Mehran, then Pasindu, then Imran, and then Mozahir. Dancing down the track, it's going to be a single. Then if I'm going to wickets, the highest wickets are taken by Imran, then Mehran, then Mozahir, Pasindu and Shahzad. And then if you're talking about runs conceded, Imran has conceded the most amount of runs, but he's bowled the maximum number of overs as well, 31 overs. So I'll leave runs aside. I'll talk about the averages and you will get a better idea. If you're talking about averages, the lowest average is with Mehran, 13.08, then Pasindu, 14.75, then Imran, 17.23, then Mozahir, 22.22, and finally Shahzad, because Shahzad doesn't pick up a lot of wickets. Average is wickets divided by runs conceded.
So far, very good over from Shahzad. Just 1 run so far.
Slog swept in the gap, and it's going to be a boundary. 5 runs of this over.
Brilliant sweep from Mufaddal. Picked right in front of his bat. Firmly hit. Get that one. Firmly hit. Perfect sweep to the mid wicket for 4.
Finally concludes with a dot ball. Shahzad, 5 runs of his first over. 4 overs done, 23 for the loss of 1.
Great effort and research done by my co-partner Pranav Mehta. Is always giving us the perfect statistics for the match. Well done, Pranav.
Absolutely. Soon looking for the title, Statistician Mehta. Imran into his third over. They need a wicket here. Inside out, catching opportunity, holds on to this one. Sudeep, yes, he hasn't impressed with the bat in hand, but taking that incredible catch of Hasnain. And all of a sudden, Yalla Shabab Giants 2 down. Imran is breathing fire here.
So dangerous this side. Look at that one. That's a perfectly straight to short extra cover, and what a catch it was. So dangerous side. But now this IAS Invincible in this season. 60 runs if you give them, they will try to win this match. So wicket number 2, back to the deck out for Yalla Shabab, 23 for 2.
Saishev comes to the middle. Imran was continued into his third over, expecting an extra wicket. And that's exactly what he's done here. He's found a way to send the very dangerous Hasnain ul Wahab back to the dugout.
Well, what Shakil Ahmed has done for Yalla Shabab, Imran is doing exactly the same thing for IAS Invincible. Brilliant performance, brilliant over from him so far. Absolutely spot on. Brilliant bowling, always attacking the wickets with the pace.
Consistency is the key, and that's exactly what Imran knows about. Every time that IAS Invincibles has done well, he's been the main reason for it. And this is why. Pitching it a little up so that Hasnain could go after it, but just keeping it out of the arc of Hasnain. And he falls in the trap, straight into the hands of Sudeep. You can't be forcing the affairs against the quality of Imran here. He's been incredible since the last season for IAS.
Well, the only bowler who impressed me in this tournament is Mohammad Imran, Faisal Shah, and also Hasnain.
And all three have been rewarded with that national cap for a reason.
And they fully deserve, but now to be honest with you, by their excellent bowling. And of course, some late order batter they are, giving admirable support and some continuous runs to the team when the team required in the later stages of the game.
The prominent factor is that coming from around the wicket, probably for the very first time in this game, that shot, and it's guided to third. It's going to be a valuable boundary because Mufaddal was looking to get out of the arc.
But he played in the last moment, opened the face of the bat, just guided towards the third man boundary. Slightly uppish, look at that one. Nicely placed. Brilliant effort, but it's too far from the slip fielder. So 4 more runs to the total.
.4, 28 for the loss of 2. Run a ball, and this is going to be required to reload. He's testing Mufaddal with the short delivery, and so far Mufaddal hasn't been one of the most confident.
Yes. But I think the previous delivery was also slightly short, lifting up, but he very nicely guided it toward the third man.
Before we go into the break, what's your advice to Muzahir Raza as a youngster? You're very experienced. He's been the weak link in this IS attack. How can he stand up? Huge potential. Once again goes for that short ball. What's your thought, Jamil bhai?
Well, I think the only thing what I believe from him is that all the seniors must give him support as they have done to Mohammad Imran. Couple of seasons before you have seen Imran, he was wavered, but definitely has got the pace. But since he joined the national camp, he really become an asset for our national team. The only thing is that what have been told to you, you try to implement it yourself. Whoever does that, get the rewards, as Imran has done.
Oh, he's been an exceptional story. A story that we can talk about in days to come and probably in a month's time. Once he's at the Asia Cup, the world will know that what Imran is capable of doing. Driven well in the gap. He does concede a few runs because he's looking to pick up that wicket. Ends that over with a boundary. 15 runs in his 3 overs and 2 wickets to his name. He's been exceptional. 5 overs done, 33 for the loss of 2.
.33 for the loss of 2. They need plenty of wickets, wherein Yalla Shabab need exactly 60 from here onwards in the last 15 overs. Mehran, Sashif and Mufaddal out there in the middle. Leading the chart is Imran when it comes to taking wicket for IAS Invincibles. Just behind Imran is Mehran with 12 wickets in 8 innings. He's having a good tournament with the ball, short of runs with the bat, but yet again at the top of the table when it comes to the most valuable player of this tournament so far. Day 11, not a high scoring game, but IAS Invincibles, they always make sure to put up a good fight. Mohammad Imran always raises the bar. I mean, yet again, among the wickets, both the wickets going in his kitty.
Yeah, absolutely. And what's very important is to note that the IAS Invincibles, the kind of champion players they are, is just so disheartening that the team ranking does not reflect the players at the moment. You've got Mehran Khan, the MVP as of now in the Oman Cricket D20, powered by Fancode.
Not a good delivery. This is the third time in this tournament. He has conceded 5 runs toward that leg side, and you cannot blame the wicket keeper. It's not easy standing up to the stumps.
Yeah, absolutely. And what made it even worse was that it's going to be considered as free runs and extra, and he'll have to bowl that one again. So plenty of catch up to do for Mehran because they are not chasing much as of yet. 93 is the target, and with all that intensity and a lot of events happening out there in the middle, it just feels as if it's going to be a very, very long match. Crunch towards covers. It's going to be a little bit of a chase for the fielder. Muzahir Raza returns the ball, and not before the runners, or rather the batter, comes back for a second.
This boy looks to be in control in this tournament. Got an opportunity to bat top of the order, and he cemented his place by playing a couple of good knocks. The team was under pressure. Sai Shivnarayan. Another one towards that offside into the gap. Not much power behind the shot. So couple of more runs for Sai Shiv.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is going to hurt the IAS Invincibles. They don't want to be in a situation where the chase gets over within the 10 over mark. What an exciting innings here for the YSG. Oh, shot, and he's pulled away. He's put it in a very, very good region where no fielder is present. So caught napping in this over, IAS Invincibles, because a flurry of runs from the bat of Sai Shiv Narayan and Mufaddal. And all of a sudden, YSG in control of the innings.
All the hard work put in by the fast bowler Mohammad Imran going in vain because of Mehran leaking plenty of runs. First it started with 5 wides, then back-to-back couple of runs, then a boundary. What a good looking shot.
Approaching this really well. Down the track. Oh, and it's beaten the fielder. Muzair Raza not pulling in the dive at the right time. A boundary to end the over, and what an over this has been for YSG. It's all nearly 19 runs of this Mehran Khan over. Power play ends in favor of Yalla Shabab Giants.
What a partnership between these two. 52 for the loss of 2. Sai on 14. Mufaddal playing an important role. 20 of 19 balls. Growing in confidence, this young lad, the left-hand batter Mufaddal, now getting a regular opportunity in the playing 11. And in comes the man in form, the rescue ranger with the bat in the first inning for IAS Invincibles. Yasser Dur, can he do wonders with the ball now?
Yeah, absolute respect for this man here, Yasser Dur. The way he just stepped out, backs against the wall, and made sure that the IAS had something to defend at. And now, once again, you might be wary. You never know with the ball what could be possible.
That short run up and gentle medium pace, ball just stopping and coming on to the blade, that might work in favor of Yasser Dur, but line and length and that consistency to bowl at one channel will be key for gentle medium pace bowlers on the surface. Another quick single running hard. Are they looking for the second? No. A little partnership between Sai and Mufaddal and this young boy, the left-hand batter, having a good outing. When we talk about the youngsters, the likes of Anshuman and Mufaddal, batted beautifully and loud appeal. He was convinced, but not the on-field umpire. Was there a bat involved? A rare miss from Mufaddal. Not at all in a hurry. They are just chasing 93. So no pressure at all on Mufaddal. But Yasser Dur, he is bowling those tight line and lengths. Applauded by the wicket keeper. Now this is the line which suffocates the batters. Fighting hard to defend that 92, but this partnership taking the game away from IAS Invincibles. Look at that shift onto the back foot. Punches down the ground for a single. So just 3 runs from that over of Yasser. 7 gone, 55 for the loss of 2. Just 1 over for Mehran, the captain, going for 19 runs. Brings Shehzad Rahim into the attack. Oh, look at that, beautifully managed. Rock solid on the back foot. Wrist comes into play. Played towards the leg side region. Looks to be in control. Mufaddal not trying to be aggressive. When you have someone like Sai Shiv, who is among the runs in this tournament, all you need to do is provide that support.
Yeah, all of a sudden going very, very tough for Yalla Shabab Giants. At one point they were going at 10 runs and over, and now just an over, and once again by Yasir Dur, things are looking very uncanny. Not that Yalla Shabab Giants is out of the challenge, but runs are certainly hard to come by the way the slower bowlers are operating.
Yes, apart from that 19 runs over from Mehran, they bowled well, they created those chances, though just a couple of wickets went down. Firm push towards that long off region. It's always good to see, I mean, someone like Mufaddal, Anshuman getting regular opportunities to bat at top of the order, and they are doing an extremely good job.
Oh, absolutely. And that's probably key here in tournaments such as this. You have these youngsters stepping up, and look at the positions they're playing. Opening the innings, even as bowlers, you've got some excellent characters in the form of Umer Shakil, Ritwik Pathak for Muscat Thunderers. What a revelation he has been. This one's crunched towards the offside. Going to be just a single, and that's all they need at the moment. Ritwik Pathak, some good spinners as well. Amanullah Rafiqi, lots of them making good impact. 8 overs done, 58 for the loss of 2 YSG.
Ball just keeping a bit low. The number 10 trying to break this partnership. Calm and composed. Finding those odd boundaries. Sai Shiv rotating the strike is Mufaddal. Complementing each other quite well here.
Yeah, two youngsters out there in the middle. Sai Shiv, the more experienced of the two, and even has the experience of leading the side, as a matter of fact, in the previous game. Oh, this one's cut well. Only a single, but that's all they need, and that is something that needs to keep being resonated in the minds of the batters out there in the middle, and the batters, by any chance, the new batters who come in, and that's to keep your calm, keep your composure, and take inspiration from the bowler, Yasir Dur, when he came out to bat.
How well he managed. Coming into Sai Shiv, those strong wrists. These two keeping the fielders busy by taking those regular singles. His younger days, he played a lot of cricket in Nairobi, Mufaddal. Now a regular face here in Oman, playing for Yalla Shabab Giants. 5 fielders inside 30-yard circle.
Oh, brilliant. I think he's done him over. Have a look at that celebration. The aura farming continues, and this time it's in Oman Cricket Academy, courtesy Yasir Dur, because he's played a brilliant knock, and now he's knocked the stumps over for Mufaddal.
Modern day, it's always good to see a new kind of a celebration. Yasir Dur, skidding and ball just keeping a bit low. It took some time for Mufaddal to get his bat, but the damage has been done. So gritty knock from Mufaddal comes to an end, but look at the celebration from Yasir Dur.
Just the background music missing in that celebration, and they certainly have got something to talk about at the moment, IAS Invincibles. outworks Zikria Islam, reinforced with a new sense of confidence after being selected in that Asia Cup squad, and he plays an important role of a finisher in that batting lineup. Should he be getting a game or not, that's secondary, but the role is well defined for him.
Proud moment for Zikria Islam and for his family, and that number at which he bats 5 or 6 out of 10, the batters who plays at that position, they can get runs. For sure they'll win you games. Zikria Islam just arrived new at the crease. Saishif 17. They have lost Mufaddal. 9 overs gone. 61 for the loss of 3.
Another over for the IAS Invincibles, and it's going to be bowled by Shehzad. And they're just looking to delay the inevitable if possible, but in the process, if they manage to grab a couple of wickets, it's not going to be inevitable. It's going to be absolutely game on here between these two teams. Look at that field setup.
Exploiting those gaps well. The big vacant areas are available, and with ease he's milking those singles.
Oh, he had absolutely no idea about that. Bottom edge onto the pads. He'll have to be being over tentative at the moment, Zikria Islam. Much better. A few runs here. As many as 4. So good result for Zikria Islam and Yalla Shabab Giants.
Much better looking shot. This time he just waited for the delivery, not trying to force and play that big shot. Trying to bowl into Zikria. That arm delivery. Slight error and nicely managed. Oh, what an effort coming from the fielder Pasindu. Not able to save those 4 runs.
And now just a gentle push. Not going to be a single, but he'll still like that. Zikria Islam finding results the moment he starts playing positive cricket. Just like that. He knows where the fielders are, plays it with soft hands and will rotate strike at the half-phase stage as the players probably need a little bit of rest. 10 overs gone, 68 for the loss of 3, Yalla Shabab Giants. 68 for the loss of 3 wickets. Yalla Shabab Giants not very far behind that target. One might say that it's not going to take a lot of time for them to reach out there, but then slowly and steadily does it for the Yalla Shabab Giants. Yasir Dur picked up a wicket in the last over of his, and he's been economical. Not much to do at the moment for the Yalla Shabab Giant batters other than just rotate, strike and look to stay steady, but going into a shell and being over tentative will only lead to poor results. Joining me in the com box, Jamil Zaidi. And is this the right approach that the YSG are looking to do here? And that's to be a little bit too soft?
Yes, absolutely. All credit to the bowlers of this Invincibles. They are really putting a lot of pressure on them. And I'm really wondering why this man was not in the team before. Yasir Dur scored 50 and got first wicket in the very first over.
Oh, big shot. Finally breaking the shackles. He might get as much as 6 here, but then we'll only get to see the umpire waving his hands for a boundary. So good result. Rocking onto the back foot. The intentions are clear and they want to get done with this as early as possible.
Bad delivery. Too much shot. And last he put it up towards the mid wicket for 4.
It's still a decent effort for Yasir Dur because he scored that 1 for 6 at the moment, and then after that this boundary, so 1 for 10, so not a very bad effort in how many ever deliveries he's bowled. The number of dot balls are unusually high. Yasir Dur at the moment.
Brilliant, yeah. I don't know where they have hided him before in the last couple of matches. Today he's really proving that.
Oh, edged. And some runs here from the bat of Zikr-e-Islam. Just when we ended up appreciating Yasir Dur, a couple of boundaries in his over, but then he's been still very, very effective. Good over for Yalla Shabab Giants coming to an end. Lavender was done, 76 for the loss of 3 wickets, YSG, and inching closer and closer to the target of 93. It was never going to be a Herculean task, but then a couple of wickets here and a few good overs probably made the YSG sweat a little bit. Looks to cut in the air for a fair bit amount of time, but that was precisely placed in between the gaps.
The short delivery outside the off stump. He was, what I believe here, there was too much time to play. I can pierce the gap between gully and cover point. But they just like to play straight away, just not losing anything.
It's still a very risky option, and that's to play the cut very close to the stumps. With the ball skidding on to the stumps, you might end up losing your wicket. You might end up missing it all, ends up and crashing the ball into your wickets. This is much better. Just try to play in front of the stumps, and that would lead to similar results and safer option, I believe.
Last ball was a bit more shorter than this. That's what I was saying, that they should have been waited for then. Open the face with the bat, try to pick the gap between gully and point. But yes, the other one was actually nicely played out. Slowly, correctly you said, inching toward the target of 92. All credit to their bowlers, absolutely. YSG, absolutely. Shakil Ahmed spearheaded the bowling attack.
Once again, waited for the ball to come, and a tad bit too late. That shot would have otherwise been a very, very good hit towards that point region. The fielder there, though.
There's a wide gap between gully and point. This time I tried to smash it over the mid-wicket of the Cow's corner. This is over number 12, YSG 78 for 3.
.78 for the loss of 3 wickets. YSG in 12 overs at the moment. Just waiting for one of these two batters to finally take control as Mehran Khan, very expensive first over, comes back and straight away looks to give it a good whack. Zikriya Islam probably liking the pace with which Mehran Khan is producing, because before this it was all the lack of pace and those very, very uncanny sort of bowlers, very difficult to get away with.
He's actually medium fast bowler like that, Mehran, slow. Sometimes he bowl a bit quicker, but not the faster one. But of course, yes, medium pacers he is doing it and using very nicely.
Oh, big shot. And a good result for Zikriya Islam. They'll be feeling much, much easier now, just taking a majority chunk of that remaining balance away.
Absolutely fantastic hit and mighty one, maybe say around 80 to 90 meters over the pavilion. Maximum beautiful shot from Zakaria.
Looks for another shot. This time there is a fielder situated on the boundary ropes. Only going to be a single, so plenty of runs here. Mehran Khan not finding his mark earlier on in this bowling effort of his.
Not a spot on today. Not bowling as he used to be. Loose deliveries. That was much better.
They're waiting for their chance, and that's probably the right way to do it. One big hit or a couple of big hits and they'll be done. And what will do this for the Yalla Shabab Giants is that make that net run rate come into action, because a win here will keep them on 12 points. Oh, big shot. Another boundary. Mehran Khan is proving to be very, very expensive in his bowling at the moment. He's not contributed much with the bat, but given quite a bit with the ball.
It's totally out of form, Mehran Khan. Most expensive overs he bowled so far in this tournament for his team. 30 odd runs already given by him in the second over.
Do you keep track of Mehran Khan's bowling figures? Oh, brilliant. Shot of the afternoon, shot of the evening, and I believe this could be the shot of the night. What a brilliant result for Sai Shiv Narayan, because that was exemplary. Huge, monstrous hit over deep mid-wicket and never looked to keep it down. That excellent follow-through. That shot is worth playing 700 replays.
Exactly. The ball went on to the same place earlier where Zikriya has bowled at maximum over the pavilion end, and what a win for Yalla Shabab. Absolutely outstanding performance. First getting IAS Invincible out for 92. Some outstanding bowling from Shakil and Umair. And now it is Zikriya and Saishev who brought the victory for the Yalla Shabab. Joining me, Pranav, what you say? What a win.
Pure domination.
absolutely pure domination from a side that is looking to be the champions of this tournament, and that's where we would want to conclude. Yalla Shabab Giants, a stamp of authority over IAS Invincibles, who were probably 50-60 runs short from where they should have been. And with 7 overs to spare, it's a very, very big win for Yalla Shabab Giants. It'll boost their net run rate.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we were talking about earlier. Going for the batting, it is all from the Yalla Shabab batters. Though Zohaib got attack, Hasnain 8. It was Mufaddal who brought some respectability to total 25 for 30, and then it was Saishiv, brilliant knock of 29 of 20, and of course Zikriya, who played a superb role. 17 deliveries he faced, 23 runs he scored on that. So 95 for 3 in 13 overs, 9 extras.
Are you a fan of man of the match from the losing side? Because Yasir Dur amongst the wickets as well. Saishiv as good as ever. And if you're talking about the bowling, 2 wickets for Mohammad Imran, pick of the bowlers, 2 for 15 in his 3 overs. And right at the bottom you would see Yasir Dur, 1 for 14 in his 3 overs. And that's where it's a stamp of authority for Yasir Dur, and asking that question, all important question, why wasn't I in the mix of things? Just that sole over from Muzahir, 1 over 12 runs. But everybody else just trying to be fitting in. Mehran also expensive, 36 runs in his 2 overs. And that's where the question is going to be, are they fitting the right side?
Well, I'm only wondering about Yasir Dur. Actually, he's not in the town. That's why he's not playing for IAS Invincible, but he's a regular player for IAS Invincible.
The flag is flying high of Oman and the Oman cricket as well. Why not? Because the Oman D20 is shining and shining bright under lights here at the Oman Cricket Academy. Striking early was Imran, pointing to the dugout that he's still there. And after that, Muzahir coming in for the second over took a few likings of the Yalla Shabab batters. They struck few very lustily. It does not matter, because what matters is that we don't have much to show in the highlights. It was pure domination from Yalla Shabab Giants. Looking at the recap once again, driven beautifully by Mufaddal. And then that big tong from the bat of Hasnain. It was all happening in the over of Muzahir. Shahzad kept things tight for not for too long. Imran was looking for a second wicket, and he did get it because of that wonderful catch by Sudeep. And then Mufaddal, who was looking to get in the equation and kept Yalla Shabab in the hunt, was batting really well from one end. Saishiv joined him, and Saishiv was contributing deliciously with some excuser. Mufaddal was disturbed courtesy of some decent bowling from Yasir Dur. He's been one of the pick of players for IAS Invincibles. They took a liking of everybody else once those 3 wickets had fallen. And a little bit of luck as well. And towards the end, it was Mehran Khan who was destroyed and destructed from the bat of Saishiv. Some impressive batting from Saishiv. And with that 6, they concluded that innings of authority from Yalla Shabab Giants against the IAS Invincibles.
To go to the match summary, IAS Invincible were all out for 92. Only Yasir Dur played a superb knock of 50, not out of 39 deliveries. Ably supported by Pasindu, who scored 15 of 26. It was the heroics of Shakil who got 3 for 9. And then it was Shah Faisal, 3 for 11, and Umar Shakid, 1 for 20. While chasing, Saishiv Narayan scored 28, not out for Yalla Shabab. Mufaddal, 25, and a good knock of 23, not out by Zikriya Islam. Muhammad Imran got 2 for 15, and Yasir Dur, 1 for 15. Yalla Shabab Giants won by 7 wickets.
He has timed that one well. That is the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Excellent! Yes, it is!
शकील भाई
He has timed that one well. That is the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Excellent! Yes, it is!
Welcome to the post-match presentation ceremony. This was match number 25 that was concluded by a monstrous hit by Sai Shiv from the Yalla Shabab Giants, completing a well-rounded routing and a very, very good victory for their team. IAS Invincibles versus Yalla Shabab Giants in this match, number 25. The toss was won by IAS Invincibles, electing to bat first. But then the bowlers did an excellent job in keeping that target of the first innings to bare minimum, as much as 92 all out in their 20 overs. In response, Yalla Shabab Giants reached that total in just 13 overs with 7 wickets to spare. Yasir Dur Mohammad, probably a very, very good powerhouse performance by him. 50 of 39 not out, and then a wicket with the ball as well. Faisal Shah, 3 wickets for 11 in his 4 overs. And then, of course, our man of the match, who actually started that amazing work for Yalla Shabab Giants with the ball in hand in the power play, Shakil Ahmed, our man of the match for this evening. 3 for 9 in his 4 overs and a run out as well. He'll collect the medallion from our match official, Mr. Mujahid Surve. शकील, बहुत बहुत मुबारकबाद। आपको यहाँ से परफॉर्मेंस पे परफॉर्मेंस देने से कोई दूर नहीं रख सकता। आप पता नहीं कैसे आप हर बार फील्ड पे उतरते हैं, एक बहुत बड़ा परफॉर्मेंस देकर जाते हैं और टीम के लिए काफ़ी इम्पोर्टेंट है आप।
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। सबसे पहले तो अल्लाह पाक का शुक्रिया कि अल्लाह पाक ने मैन ऑफ द मैच किया। और दूसरी बात यह कि मैं बस ये कोशिश करता हूँ कि अगर जो हमारी कंपनी के मैचेस होते हैं उसमें पूरा जोर लगाता हूँ, अपने फोकस और माइंड को जो है ना रेडी रखता हूँ और अपनी जगह पे जो है ना बॉलिंग करता हूँ, तो इसलिए पूरा कोशिश करता हूँ। मैच में रिलैक्स नहीं होता और बैट्समैन को थोड़ा सा देखता हूँ कि कौन से शॉट है मारते कौन से नहीं है, तो उसके रेंज में जोन में बॉल नहीं देता और अपने स्टैंड पे खेलता हूँ।
पावर प्ले में बॉलिंग करने आते हैं, कभी सोचा था कि आपको स्लो बॉलर बुला रहे हैं बट आप पावर प्ले में आके इतना तेज डालते हैं कि बैटर को चांस ही नहीं मिलता है, स्टंप्स उड़ रहे हैं, रश हो रहे हैं बैटर्स, क्या इसके पीछे के कुछ बारे में कुछ स्ट्रैटेजी बताएं याला शबाब जायंट्स के सक्सेस के ऊपर?
तो ये कि थोड़ा सा मेरी जो बॉलिंग है ना, तो मेरी पेस थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा है और उसमें मैं थोड़ा सा पेस को चेंज करता हूँ ना, थोड़ा सा आर्म बॉल करता हूँ, थोड़ा सा दूर करता हूँ, कभी कभी आगे भी ब्लॉक बॉल करने की कोशिश करता हूँ क्योंकि उसमें 2 फील्डर बाहर होते हैं ना, तो मैं कोशिश करता हूँ कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा मैं डॉट बॉल करूँ ना, विकेट के पीछे इतना नहीं जाता हूँ। अगर पता चले कि थोड़ा सा विकेट सपोर्ट है, लेकिन आज जिस तरह बॉल ड्रिप हो रहा था तो मैंने पेस को वेरी किया, स्लो किया, उसमें से 3 विकेट आ गए है ना।
आज मुझे आप बता के जाएंगे यहाँ से कि आप तेज हैं या फैसल शाह तेज है?
फैसल शाह तेज है।
नहीं, आप कुछ तो गड़बड़ है यहाँ पे।
मेरा तो वर्ल्ड कप में मैंने बॉल किया था तो 107 था, ये हाईएस्ट। अच्छा,
तो आप यहाँ जवाब ढूंढ के आए हैं। सबसे पहले बहुत बहुत मुबारकबाद फिर से, और उम्मीद करते हैं कि आप और ऐसे बड़े बड़े परफॉर्मेंस लेकर आए। That's all we have from the presentation ceremony. A champion of a performer, Shakil Ahmed, taking away the man of the match. Do stay tuned. We've got a lot of cricket coming your way. Stay tuned.
He has timed that one well. That is the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Excellent.